Well, this is the finished object, and I've gone through it because really it's only a matter of sticking the bits on once you've cut all the pieces out and everything, and you've got your dies cut and everything out, your gold paper and stuff. And I've used quite a little bit of this stuff, quite a lot of it in fact, and it's called double-sided adhesive, and it gives it a 3D effect. So when you put it on the back, it raises it up to give it a three-dimensional effect. Well, they call them dimensions, I think. The Americans call it dimensions or something like that. And my friend sends me these. Ted, he asks me how many I want. He just sends them. I don't know what he pays for them or whatever. But I've never bought any of these in my life. He keeps sending me them. But anyway, I'm quite pleased about that. And I must be doing something right. Yeah, the cards in gold and silver, and the only other embellishments I put on were these little gold things at the top and the bottom, which I cut off. I haven't got any flourishes yet, so I've had to make my own sort of flourishes. And you can see them two half of an oval shape that I cut and placed at the back of that piece of teal coloured paper, which is 160. So basically it's just a piece of 220 photographic paper, which won't go through my printer. I don't know why I kept it, but I'm glad I did. I just tried it out, and I don't know whether it's going to be any good and long lasting or whatever, but it feels like a card, looks like a card, and the card doesn't fall over. I mean, it's substantial, and I've got to put something inside it yet. But I've got I've got 3 levels, and I've got my picture which I painted. I could have shown you how to do that, but this would have turned into a marathon. And the only reason I'm using sort of watercolours is because I really can't afford them pencils that they buy. They're what are they called, alcohol pencils or something, or archival pencils. I don't know, there's so many names for everything. I don't know everything yet. I'm still there, and I haven't been doing it for long. But I've been using sort of watercolours, and these I just cut out and with a pair of scissors, just an ordinary pair of scissors, nothing special, and then stuck it on. Yeah, and I did say I'd show you my other card, so what I'll do is I'll just pull back, and then that's the one I've done anyway. And I have a little thing at the back that I put on my own little thing at the back there here, which is like a card. I was thinking about putting all sorts on the back, but it doesn't really need it. And I've got to put something on the inside. See that, you can see there, this is a piece of paper. I shouldn't have used this really, but that's where it tried to go through my printer and stopped. My printer won't take anything bigger than a 160. I've got a Hewlett-Packard printer. Remember, the more modern ones do, but mine won't. And I'm loath to get rid of my printer because I know it backwards, and it prints books for me as well. It prints pages for books and things like that, which I'm quite pleased with. Anyway, I'll just get these other pictures, and then I'll show you what they are and do a little bit of explanation. And I couldn't get... I'm sorry, I haven't set these up already, but there you go. Yeah, you'll probably see that I've been doing squares, oblongs. There's an oblong one. I think that was the first one I did. Yeah, that's the first one I did. And then I've got this one was for Rose, and this is the embossing that I was trying to tell you about. There's an embossing on that one, which is quite good, which I learnt from Christina Griffiths. And this is one with circles, which is the last one I did before, the very last one, the ultimate one. That's the penultimate one. This is one that the wife liked, and Yeah. So I'll pull back a little bit till it, so I can get some light, and I'll see if I can. Yeah, it's a little bit better probably. Yeah, this one's in green with little ribbons on and little flowers. I made the flowers myself, and the leaves I cut from using Spellbinder's rose leaves, and I utilise everything. And the little flourishes I got from what I cut out from something else, the droppings or the end bits, I never throw anything away. And the little butterfly I made with my little butterfly dye from Fiskars. I've got a little dye, I think they're about £3 or £4, and I've just put my label on the back of that one. So that's that one, and this is, yeah, this is I don't know, these birds are all from the same thing, the same rubber stamp set that I got from I explained earlier. They're all on the same set, they're all the same type of birds. They're very exotic birds, these are not British birds, but I'm trying to get hold of some British birds, but they're pleasing enough. And yeah, the card I did there is one I did for my friend's girlfriend. They're standing a bit high actually. They're about an inch high, them flowers, and I put a few. I've probably gone over the top as usual. And her name's Rose, and she's a very nice girl, and she's going in for an operation, so I'm making her a nice card, hopefully, and I'm going to put something inside to make her smile, hopefully. And the card next to it is, I think they're parakeets. These are done with circles. The lighting in here is probably making these look better than they actually are, but they're all hand painted. They're all painted by me, and by moi, as they say. And there's are on a Fiskars die as well, a Fiskars punch. That's a 1-inch Fiskars flower punch, and I think that was about £3 or £4 as well. Some were more expensive, some were £6 and some were £3, and the smaller they are, the cheaper they are. But I wanted small flowers, I didn't want big flowers, and I can't make, although I've made those flowers there, those roses and the rose buds and everything, and leaves and the calyxes, they're all from they're handmade, the buds. But the flowers are from one of a punch that I've got. It's not a Fiskars punch, it's a McGill punch, I think. So I've got a couple of punches, I've got a couple of things. And yeah, anyway, I'm waffling now. So I'll remove that one. Yeah, and that's Rosie's card. Yeah, I haven't got, it's very dark in here now. The light's absolutely gone now. So I'm playing about with pulling backwards and forwards. So that's the one I've just made. I think it's a parakeet, that one. And those are called sparrows, but I don't know if they are sparrows or not. But you'll see they're all much of a muchness, and they're all made in the same manner, they're all made in the same way. And yeah, so I've made 5 bird pictures and then 1 special one for Rose. So anyway, I'll stop there. If anybody's interested in any, if you've got any questions or anything you want to know, I'll tell you, or something you haven't understood, or I'll go through it again or whatever. But They're not too difficult. If I've made them, anybody can make them. And they're not all, some of it's my own idea, but most of it's from Christina Griffiths. Yeah, Christina Griffiths.